on what devices are we going to be able to play Diablo Immortal. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and we're back with another Diablo Immortal video, and we are talking about the question that all of you have been asking over and over again in the comments section and within my Discord server. You guys are saying, what am I playing Diablo Immortal on? Plus, what will Diablo Immortal be able to be played on? What are the requirements? Will your phone, will your tablet be able to handle this massive, beautiful game that we all can't wait for? So today, we're gonna have a discussion about just that. But guys, before we go any further, make sure you sub the channel, ring the bell. We have regular Diablo Immortal videos coming for you guys already when the game isn't even here. So imagine when the game drops. How much Diablo Immortal content is this channel gonna have for you? Well, the answer is a lot, a real lot, and I can't wait for it, guys. We're watching some barbarian gameplay right now. I will be linking that in the description of this video in case you want to check it out for yourself, but it's not about the gameplay. That's just for your viewing pleasure right now. We're going to be talking about devices. We're going to start with what devices am I going to be playing Diablo Immortal on, what devices are available to play Diablo Immortal on, what are the requirements going to be, or what do I think the requirements are going to be, and what did I play Diablo Immortal on when I was at BlizzCon. So let's start with me. I have an iPhone 11 and I have an iPad. This iPad is probably about 2 years old right now. I've been using this iPad for 2 years, mainly for Clash of Clans content, and it has been giving me zero problems. Beautiful. It will 100% be able to run the Diablo Immortal when it does drop. And this is just your standard iPad from 2 years ago. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. It was about, probably back then it was like probably $400, maybe $500. The iPhone 11, this is the regular one, as you guys can see, with the only 2 cameras on the back. This is not one of the crazy ones. Obviously, it's a new phone, which is pretty sweet. I'll be playing mostly on my iPhone, and then when I'm doing recording and stuff for you guys, it'll be done on my iPad. But that doesn't answer the question which you guys have, which is, will it be able to be played on my phone, on your phone? Will it work on your device? Now, this is a discussion that I feel is pretty important. I've always felt that Blizzard has done a good job on putting games together that anyone can play. No matter what type of computer, no matter what type of device, you're able to play their games, because what advantage do they have if they make the requirements and the specifications so high that no one's able to play because it takes such a high-end device? Now, everyone has mobile phones, or at least most people do, but everyone doesn't have top level, some of the best mobile phones. And people at Blizzard, they're not stupid. They understand that they need to make a game that can be played by many, many, many people. The more people that play it, the better, more success that game will see. And there are going to be options inside of the game that are going to allow you to downgrade the requirements needed to play that game. This is like most mobile games, to be honest with you guys. If you play Call of Duty Mobile, that's probably the latest example of something that looks really good and plays really good. You can downgrade the quality, the pixel quality, the how smooth everything plays, so that it runs well on your device. Any good mobile game that has high-end specs is going to allow you to lower the specifications so that it can be easier for you to be able to play the game. Because if you have a phone that's, say, 2 years old, let's say 2 years old, if you can't play it on a 2-year-old phone, that is cutting out such a massive audience from the people that they're trying to get to play their game. Now, how old is too old? Are you gonna play Diablo Immortal on a phone that's 5 years old? My answer to that is just a thought, so bear with me here, and you guys can let me know your thoughts down below. As you guys know, on this channel, I'm always looking at the comments and always caring about what you guys have to say. So make sure you sound off down below. It is heard by both me and the community that we're building here. If you had 5 years ago, now that's a long time for a phone. Most people get new phones, at least in the United States. Most people are getting new phones every 2 years or so. That's how plans were built. It's usually how it goes. Usually, not all the time. If you have a phone that's, say, 4 or 5 years old, if 4 or 5 years ago that was a top-end phone, that was one of the best phones of that time, you may still be able to play Diablo Immortal on it, lowering the settings and being able to you know, just make it able to run properly without having those high-end settings. I do believe that they're going to give support to the game across as many different types of phones and ages of phones as possible, different platforms of phones, I guess you could say. It's going to be on Android. It's going to be on iOS, and I know many of you guys are saying it's in the Android Play Store, but it's not in the Apple Store. Well, I'm in the same boat, guys. It's not in the Apple Store. Even signing up for it online is a little weird when you have Apple. It's a lot more difficult to do. The button doesn't shine the way that it does with that Google Play Store one. So it's a little concerning people with Apple, and I completely get that. But I will tell you guys that it will be on both platforms, and I'm hoping, for my own sake, because I have Apple devices, I'm hoping that it's going to be able to have alpha and beta on both iOS and Android as well. Crossing my fingers on that one. But if it's not, let's say, just for saying sake, that they only bring out alpha and beta on Android. Well, first of all, I will go out and buy an Android tablet right away. I will have to, because that's what this channel is basically being built on, being able to play this game. The other option would be to play the game on BlueStacks. And here's a conversation that I had specifically with the development team at 2019 BlizzCon. They stated openly that they had no problem with gamers using other platforms to play their mobile games. They did not care if you used a mirroring service, if you used something like BlueStacks to play Diablo Immortal, which was awesome to hear. That means all the PC gamers who have their amazing rigs and they want to play on PC, or they just don't like the controls of a mobile phone, they will be able to play through the Diablo Immortal game, getting that lore, getting that story that they've always loved from Diablo on a PC, because it's going to have the BlueStacks, or at least they're open to it having BlueStacks compatibility and other mirroring services. If you don't know what BlueStacks, guys, is, it's a completely free service that you download and you can play mobile games on your PC, and that's basically how it works. Mobile games that are available on Android, actually. So, and you could map your controls and do all that any way that you want. So you could really be playing your mobile game from your PC, and it'll be just that simple. Pretty easy stuff. Now, I guess some of the other questions. What were the other questions? If you compare Diablo Immortal to other games that they've come out with, for example, World of Warcraft, it's probably one of the best examples. This game has been being played forever. Everyone that plays World of Warcraft does not have a high-end computer that's able to run the game. They make their games overall, as a whole, as a Blizzard model, to be able to be played on many different types and capability machines. It's the reason that, it's part of the reason why their games are so successful. You could put out the best, strongest, best looking game with everything just top notch, and the requirement to play can be up here. If people don't have the device, whether it be mobile device, whether it be PC, to run that game, they would be not allowing certain people to play, and they don't want to run into that. And I think that's most games on the mobile market understand that, yeah, it's mobile. Most people have mobile phones, but most people don't have the newest, latest, and greatest mobile phones. Even me. I was running off a 2-year-old mobile phone making content for you guys for a long time, and you know what? It still ran great. It still was beautiful. The reason I got rid of it was because of battery functionality. I could have, if I wanted to, just kept that battery plugged in and I would have been fine. We're talking about an iPhone 7, I believe it was, before I went to the iPhone 11. So they do last a long time if they're cared for. You keep them clean, and they will be able to be playing something like this. And for me, that's something really exciting. One other thing a lot of people are asking about is controller support. Will Diablo Immortal be able to be played with the controller? Obviously, people are talking about either plugging a controller into their Android phone, or more likely a Bluetooth controller. This I did not hear any discussion about, but I would guess, my thoughts here, guys, if Blizzard is okay with people playing on a mirroring service like BlueStacks, so you could play with keyboard and mouse, why wouldn't they be okay with someone playing on a controller? If they're okay with PC gamers playing their mobile game on their native platform, which is PC, why not be okay with console gamers being comfortable and able to play their game on their native controllers, which is a controller? It would seem natural to me that that would be okay with Blizzard. Again, that's me speaking out of my own thought, not out of a discussion that I had with them. So at this point in the video, guys, I hand the conversation over to you. This is where you go down below into the comments section and you tell me what device you have. What device are you running your mobile games on, and what device do you plan to play Diablo Immortal on? Now, if you want to further that conversation outside of my comment section, my Discord server is right here as well. We are building a strong, beautiful Diablo community over there, which is only going to go stronger and stronger as we get closer and closer to the release of Diablo Immortal, which I have to say, guys, doesn't seem to be very far away. So I'm super excited about that. By the way, the server has over 5,000 members of it right now. Many of them are there for Clash of Clans and other strategy mobile games, but we need to build that Diablo community up as well for Diablo Immortal. So let me know, guys, is your device going to be able to play Diablo Immortal? What do you think? Do you have something that's ancient? Actually, you know, I got an idea. Why don't you all sound off down below? And if you do this, I'll know you're an OG. OG meaning you've been here for a long time. You know the channel, you know me. If you're an OG, in the comments section, let me know how old your mobile device is. Whether it be your tablet, whether it be your phone, how many years old is your mobile device that you will be playing Diablo Immortal on? That's the question for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video today, guys. I'm really glad we got to touch on this topic because, like I said, you've been talking about it for so very long in the comments section. But we're out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to check out some other videos before you go. Remember to be safe and be good.